last night, or the last couple days actually, the this Immoral Peacock group has been focusing on the Surviving Death series on Netflix. And a couple people turned me on to it, but I never really watched it. And then a girlfriend of mine, who's also a really great medium, talked to me about it. And so I watched it the other day. And I have to say, I might be interested in doing a series Q&A. So as we watch the series together, there's a Q&A. So you can stop me midstream on the show, or I will bring up talking points about the show. Now, granted, I think we're like 6 or 7 episodes in, so we might need to catch up a bit. But there's so many different things that are mentioned in this show that are great teaching opportunities, but in small blips, right? In small blips. There was, I'm only on series, show number 3. I just finished number 3. And there's so many, like I said, there's so many talking points that I felt some of them are good. And then some of them are, I have to say, because you're in this group, some of them really piss me off. Because they're so stupid. Now, granted, there's all different levels of mediumship, spirit communication, near-death experience, blah, blah, blah. There's all different experiences in that, of course. And I'd like to address that. I'd like to address that openly, honestly, and so that you're a more educated consumer. What do you think about that, you guys? Huh? Yeah, what do you think about that? So, and I know, unfortunately or fortunately, how you want to look at it, Netflix is a paid for program, and so that might be limiting to some of you. But maybe I'll record it and then we can discuss it here, right? Maybe I'll record it. We can just. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna record the discussion. I won't, or I can't, copyright purposes, openly discuss it here by taping the show, of course, but it'll give you an idea as to, like, for instance, last night's show, and if you look at the comments about the show, you'll see that there's this man, his name is Mike, and he keeps on second guessing the evidence that's coming through and testing the medium, and I agree, testing the medium is fine, but keep an open mind, my kids, for God's sake. All right, so mediumship is a 3-way conversation between you, who is the sitter, the spirit world, and the medium. All right, as a medium, I repeat exactly to you what spirit gives to me. And yes, I may have to interpret it a little bit because sometimes they speak symbolically, but sometimes it's bang on literal. So as a medium, we give you exactly what we get. Now, this Mike, and believe me, I've had my share of these mics, wants one particular phrase. Let's say Mike wants, it's just an example. Let's say Mike wants the word or the phrase banana split, okay? Because he and his dad always ate banana splits together. That was their thing. Well, he's prompted his dad prior to the reading and saying, you know what, I'll know it's really you if you say the phrase banana split. Okay? So during this reading, and I'll talk about the medium if we wind up getting into this. During this reading, seemingly from what you're shown, there's much evidence that is brought forward that Mike confirms, that he agrees with, that he understands, blah, blah, blah. Things that might not be found on the web or on Facebook or whatever. So when he's done with the reading and he goes on camera to critique, he says, well, I don't know if the reading is valid or the medium is really tapping into the world of spirit because she did not mention the word banana split. This drives me fucking nuts. So what he just did, he invalidated and refuted all the evidence that he agreed to. When if the medium wasn't given banana split by the spirit world, how could she give it to the sitter? Right? I've had this exact same thing happen to me. Well, Lisa, I really asked for this one phrase. If you can tell me that, then I'll know it's really my dad. Oh, gosh, it just kills me. It just kills me. First of all, let me tell you this from the sitter or from the medium standpoint. By saying, there's two things that go on. One, by saying, you've got to give me this phrase or this word, or all this reading is bullshit. So if I had engaged in that and I had said, okay, spirit, give me the word, I'm going to go looking for it, which puts me in my left brain. You can bet your bippy that I'm going to be wrong 100% of the time because I've gone into my left brain. Okay? The other alternative is then to continue on with the reading, not actually looking for that phrase from my standpoint, right? I don't actually look for that phrase. But since the sitter has then verbalized, put the question out in the group reading scene, hopefully, we hope, that spirit will then drop down that phrase. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But if you're going to go looking for it as the medium and you sit there and it's going to be wrong. So then 45 minutes to an hour of validated evidence goes down the drain. Right? So simply, if your medium, whoever it is, says, hello, homie, don't play that, that's why. That's why. I'm not saying that it's wrong to do that it's wrong to put a phrase out there or whatever. I'm not saying that. But have realistic expectations and understand how the three-way communication goes. Sometimes, yes, communication can go back, so I communicate with the world of spirit, blah, blah, blah. But more often than not, for me, it's simply a download of information. I'm hearing it, and I'm spitting it out. Okay. All right. Just a minute. There's some communication here. So there's evidence. Yes, the show is called Surviving Death on Netflix. So I'm thinking about, as I said, watching the episodes with you. Like, we'll all tune in at a certain time, go back through, and I don't even know if you can do that on Netflix, like go back to the different episodes. I'm thinking you probably can. I don't know. I've never done it. So we can all go through and watch at the same time, and I would do a Zoom, not a live Facebook, but I would do a Zoom webinar so that we can all raise our hand, holler, say, hey, stop, I got a question, blah, blah, blah. Or I can stop it and say, okay, everybody stop your video, and I can educate. Again, the main purpose of this is so that you guys understand what's actually going on. right? What's actually going on behind the scenes, or if you've never had a near-death experience, nor have I. However, I've talked to thousands and thousands and thousands of dead people. So I understand the process, and I understand because of the same or consistent information that comes through. That's how I give it to you. Yep, that's how I give it to you. So I'll play with the idea because I'm not quite certain the how the back end of it could go, and I don't even know if there's enough call for it. We'll see. We will see. So my kidlets, thanks for tuning in. So until next week, my lovelies, you guys take care.